Hello and welcome to the 15th episode of Comic Book Wars, the podcast. This week we have Trey. Can you believe it? He showed up. Okay, guys, introduce yourselves. Start with Trey, though.
I showed up. It's not that I didn't show up last week. It's just Sudafed showed in. Sorry about that.
What's up, guys? It's Brandon from Minnesota.
What's up? It's Keith pulling up the rear.
Lake Minnetonka. How far are you from Lake Minnetonka?
Fuck, man, I don't know.
There's some good bass fish in that lake, man.
There's a lot of good fishing around here.
Dude, there's like 1,000 lakes. What are you talking about?
You know, what's funny is everybody always talks about how many lakes there are in Minnesota, but I'm from Wisconsin originally, and there's more lakes in Wisconsin.
Oh, I forgot you're from... I may have you... next time you're at a bookstore, there's a really rare Jesse Ventura book that I'm going to have you see if you can find.
Oh, I bet I can.
I bet you can, too.
Shit, I could probably find it at Goodwill or something.
What a guy to just name drop. What a guy.
No, seriously, you don't understand. Back when I was in high school and college, him winning that election was one of the bigger political upsets of all.
Oh, absolutely. I totally remember that.
No, it was a big deal.
It was literally one of those things that you just... It was like Trump winning the presidency. A pro wrestler and an actor...
Well, Arnold, right? Arnold,
Arnold
too.
Yeah,
right
but Ventura was before Arnold.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And he said way crazier things. And his whole thing was about how too much government, right?
Yeah, no, but he was an independent. That was the thing that killed him, is he couldn't get anything done.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a whole nother story, but I'll talk to you off here about the book.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of that, you brought up Arnold. How are those Arnold SSs doing?
I think they're still selling. I don't know. Mine just hit CGC. So
did you get the 9.6 or the 9.8?
I don't know. They just hit CGC. I had to contact the guy because there was an issue with my listing or with my invoice. So we'll see. But it doesn't have any grades yet. So we'll see.
I think it's a pretty fucking cool book, regardless.
I agree. I'm just curious how many books he signed and got CGC'd.
A lot.
A lot.
I would assume
a lot to you 500, or is a lot to you 300, or is a lot?
The print runs 3,000 of the book.
Ooh.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if at least half of those got signed.
You think 1,500, huh? Wow.
And because he's doing this, it's for they're doing some kind of like Arnold fitness thing, and Doug Mackey, the DC artist, is there, and they're doing a panel there with Arnold. And I saw, I'm not saying his name right. The artist, Doug
Mankey.
Mankey. He has a Detective Comics
Mankey's
Comic-Con variant too.
I don't know.
But he's so he has his own. He also has a print that's like limited to 100 that's signed by Arnold. So Arnold's definitely signing a lot of stuff.
How are the Stan Lee books doing on the secondary market?
They're still doing good.
Still doing good.
I don't see as many being sold.
I think there's some issues with
there's
that.
less people listing them because so many people got rid of them right away, but they still do well. And, unlike others, I don't think they're going to go down that much.
Here's the problem with that, with any book with his signature on it. There is a gazillion of them.
Well, that's what you think, but like about 2 weeks ago, somebody bought up every CGCSS Stan Lee on eBay.
They have, but
now what's happening is people have ones that are signed and they're trying to get them authenticated. And CBCS, for example, won't authenticate any signature that Stan Lee did in the last 2 years.
Like before I die, if I was just completely a nerd and had no fucking time or anything like that, I would want to know before I died if there are more Stan Lee signatures out there or Pete Rose signatures out there. I'm serious, because I think it's
probably Stan Lee.
I think there's more Stan. That's what I'm saying. There's more Stan Lee. And
absolutely, there's more Stan Lee.
Like I said, Pete Rose actually did something for his, thing he was involved in. He didn't steal everyone's shit. He just
come on, man.
Bet a little bit on baseball. It's okay. When you,
I don't know if you watched the Oscars. Did you watch the Oscars?
What are those?
Well, on the Oscars, I found out when the woman won for she won for best costume for Black Panther. She said that Black Panther was the first black superhero, and then she thanked Marvel. And I found that surprising.
I thought disrespectful to Wesley Snipes.
Well, yeah, that's disrespectful to Wesley Snipes.
Well, I was more thinking like Lobo,
Anthony Mackie,
or like the other actual like super comic book superheroes.
I thought she meant in the movies, but there's
no
general.
That's not what she meant. But I don't know.
People forget how fucking good. I'm serious. Everyone talks about Blade 2 and 3 were shit. Fuck you, they were shit. Blade 2 and 3 were badass because we would not have got Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool if it wasn't for him in fucking part 3. Do not forget that, people. Literally, go back and watch the movie.
We would. I mean, when you look at a movie like, not Waiting, but what's that other one? Where he's like 35 and in college. Van Wilder. When you look at a movie like Van Wilder, that's Deadpool without
100%
superpowers.
I'm just saying
so
that within
it was inevitable.
He's lucky he got another job though, because after Green Lantern, he was pretty much out of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, this was way before Green Lantern, though.
No, I'm saying, but after Green Lantern, he got fucking blackballed from that kind of shit.
What were we talking about? How did I go? Where did I go?
We're talking about Blade.
Oh, yeah, Blade, but that's fucking Chris Christopherson as a secondary character. Name a better motherfucker. Name a bigger, fucking more badass than Chris Christopherson. He's won Academy Awards. He sings songs. He's banged all the hot country artists.
Isn't
that dude's fucking slinging dick out there and fucking helping Blade kill vampires.
Who plays Odin?
That's the dude that was in Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, and he won an Oscar, right? Like he's an Oscar winner. So
yeah.
And he played Odin. Isn't Odin like a bad guy in the Marvel Universe film?
They're slinging a lot of dick.
Maybe.
I think Odin gets a lot of dick. Yeah.
Wait, Odin gets a lot of dick.
It is completely possible.
Oh shit!
How do you think he lost his eye?
No, I think Marvel like recently has just gotten a lot of like Oscar winners for some reason, and that's like how they want to put all their actors out. So I think the older movies did have some great actors. Like again, like we can look at DC's Ray J and Shaq, but I mean, yeah, Chris Christopherson's a great actor, and having him as the bad guy is just phenomenal.
Wait, what? He wasn't the bad guy.
Was he the bad guy?
No, he was
he wasn't the bad guy. They had some deal where fucking the guy that played Michael Scofield's brother, shitty Dracula. In part 3,
Blade, whatever.
I remember. Nobody remembers Blade, dude.
I remember Blade vividly because I
shout out to Prison Break season 1, still top 5 greatest year of TV ever.
Yeah, it was okay, but I mean, I think True Detective is probably better.
I'm sure like don't do a number.
Sure Flavor of Love season 1 through 4 is better.
Nope.
Retrospect.
The Wire.
No. Yeah.
No,
I mean, when that one girl spits on that other girl and they fight, yeah,
that sounds terrible.
I still think Wire season 2 is the most underrated season. The docs, but
season 1 of Misfits. If any of you guys haven't watched it, especially if you liked Umbrella Academy, because that dude who plays Klaus only got cast in that show because he played the same fucking character in Misfits.
I had people that literally weren't into comic books message me like, "Hey, you need to watch Umbrella Academy." I was like, "Dude, that's a comic." They're like, "It's unfucking believable." So
yeah,
it reached into a market that weren't even into comic books and had people reaching out asking about comic books. So I immediately
talked about it a little bit last week, but yeah, that show was fucking great. And
I immediately went overspin on eBay as usual.
I don't know.
When you get fucked up on pain pills like a motherfucker, and you just sit there and like 6-7 days after all this shit starts showing up at your house, you're like, "Fuck,
dude,
did I really need a Umbrella Academy fucking Hotel Oblivion?" Nope.
Yeah, I think you did. The thing is, like,
I wish I didn't.
Prices are high right now. They already got renewed for a season 2, and it's Netflix, so it's pretty much guaranteed that it's going to happen. It's not like somewhere else where you're like, will they or won't they? It's
man. Out. This Netflix spec is for real, man. It kind of just holds on. It's kind of amazing how the season's over, yet still books are selling. You know.
Well, like as I said before, and Trey wasn't here. I think Titans was way better than any of the Marvel stuff that came out, but I think Umbrella Academy is probably better than Titans.
Really, I want to watch it. Then that's exciting.
I wasn't expecting. Again, I said this in other places. I have always said Gerard Way sucks, and that his comics suck, and that like they're for losers. I was completely wrong in that assessment apparently because after watching that show, like there's something going on there. So I can say I was wrong, but it's a great show.
I was talking to people about that at work this week, and what I think it is just. Like you hear people say all the time, everything original has been done, but that show is just so far out of left field that people are like, fuck yeah, this is great. Like this motherfucker's half gorilla. Where else are you seeing that on TV?
Good point. What? Okay. Well, I obviously wasn't here last week, but what did you guys decide as the go-to number one? Is it the Apocalypse Suite variant Or
No,
the free comic book day.
No, Apocalypse Suite. Yeah,
I think it's free comic book day.
But the
No
comic
way.
book day one, I think like if we were smart and we could have probably stockpiled that one, like that one would have been way cheaper than buying the Apocalypse.
Oh yeah, but
the
I
Apocalypse
think
Suite one is limited to 1,000, so that's probably going to be the game
in
changer.
total value, you're talking down the road. Fuck the
But
free
again, I
comic book day
saw
one.
9/8 signed by Gerard Way of that free comic book day going for $700, which
Yeah,
is
that's
nonsense.
insane. No, I don't know, because those free comic book day ones, like I don't own a shop, but I have to imagine that when you're setting up shit for free comic book day, your eyes glaze over as soon as you look at Dark Horse and you go, nobody wants this shit.
What you're forgetting is it's from one of the early free
Hey, you
comic book
guys-
day things, though,
hey, guys, we
where
don't have to buy
retailers
toilet
didn't
paper.
know like really what to do to judge, so they would have over ordered rather than under ordered.
But I don't
Yeah,
see that many
think-
on eBay.
I don't know.
Do you like? I guess
Looking completed.
What are the
You'll see
Raws
it.
going for? What are the Raws going for?
I stopped paying attention, but well over what I sold my copies
it's like
for.
50 to 60.
50. That's pretty good, man. That's
Yeah.
really good for a free comic book day.
But like Midtown didn't
9/8
really have
they're
them.
going for.
Last I had looked anyway, Midtown didn't have them. My comic shop it had some, but they were all like the consignment ones. Nucadia doesn't have them. Like any online retailer doesn't have them.
Oh, here's an interesting thing. Our friends over at Cover Price and their market-generated top 10 that we support have the free comic book day as the fourth hottest book of the week.
Yep, I
believe it.
But I
So-
mean, I
But
think
here's the-
I
here's
think
the-
you
here's
can't
the
compare that
thing.
to Apocalypse Suite because again, that one has 1,000 copies, so there aren't going to be as many sales.
There is
to make
another
it as-
Umbrella Academy is number 10, and it has a the Eiffel Tower on it. I don't know what variant it is,
That's the
so
last issue.
that is a top 10 book as well.
There was one I wrote about too. Is that Jim Lee variant for that Umbrella
That
Academy
Jim Lee
Dallas?
cover is sick.
Yeah, so that one was pretty much selling really good.
And from what I understand, like this season was kind of an amalgamation of Dallas and Apocalypse Suite. So I'm not sure where they're going to go in the future.
God, I wish I would have listened to Jimmy and bought fucking all those old guards like 2 years ago.
Dude,
Yeah,
you
you
never
know.
know, man.
Everybody should always listen to Jimmy.
But
I know.
I went through my show boxes and I found a bunch, so I'm pretty happy. Same with those Savage Shores, man. Those Savage Shores #1 found a stack of those in those unsold
second
show
print?
boxes. So first prints.
Why,
selling
can
for-
someone tell me why this Venom 9 is so in the fucking tongue variant?
Yeah, so in the most recent Venom, Donny Cates revealed that
revealed.
yeah, that one of these kids is like Eddie Brock's kid or something, right? Who reads that? Somebody knows
I don't
what I'm
read
talking
that,
about.
but yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I heard
And
about
then
it.
so Venom 9 is the first appearance, and then he also has a first appearance as a baby, which is Venom 165. And yeah, some books are moving.
Cool. In our world, our fucked up society we live in now, the first appearance of fucking Eddie Brock will go up because he's a deadbeat dad. For
But what you're
the last-
forgetting is like also the
years.
first appearances of like deaths are going up now. That one book is going up because there's speculation that Lobo and Harley Quinn have sex in it, and that's what somehow produces Crush because somehow that's good spec.
Wait, what?
Huh, which book is that?
That's Harley's Black Book #3 or #5. I'm not sure which one offhand. But I mean, people are pushing that.
Holy shit!
Well,
that would
like
be
you
that would be
said-
giant spec if that's true.
Oh, there's no fucking
That would be
way.
giant. How is that true?
Who is
It's
They
not
don't even
true.
have- it's not like they're in bed having sex. It's just the assumption. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know
No.
why anybody. Oh, and there's a 1 in 25 variant. Ooh, like anyways, that to me is just spec that you want to take and throw in the trash. I don't get that.
Like Jimmy said earlier this week, there's no
That's
way in
triple
hell
jack
that
spec,
DC. Why would DC be marketing Crush as Lobo's daughter if she's at all related to Harley Quinn?
Like it would be cool to maybe in 6 months be like, oh, you're never gonna guess what we're about to reveal. But I'm pretty sure they would have told us if Harley Quinn had a daughter by now. I mean, I don't know.
No
I just
kidding,
feel
man.
Like, I just feel like that's not something that they're gonna do. And then she's a terrible mother too. All of a sudden, like they're gonna push that in storylines. Please.
No, it seems like horrible spec, but
Anything's possible though.
it
Yeah,
is-
no, it's possible. It's 100% possible.
I don't think that they
I
would.
just
damage
don't think
Harley.
it's good
I don't
spec.
think that they would damage Harley.
Nah.
Wait.
If it was Marvel, I could see Marvel doing that. I can't see DC doing that.
But speaking of Venom, have you guys noticed how hot like any Venom related key is right now?
Oh, sorry. Harley's Little Black Book 6 is what it is.
All right,
No,
I actually gotta look and see this cover.
I don't know. I don't think
it's speculation that Crush could be offspring of Lobo and Harley, but keep in
If
mind
this was a
based on an
poly bag,
unconfirmed
I
event.
opened a gazillion of them.
Well, I'm just trying to pass that off. Sorry. What were you saying, Brandon?
Just asking if you guys have noticed how hot Venom keys have been on the back market right now. Like looking through, it's like in the top 50 selling modern books for graded, it's like ASM 300, ASM 252, Secret Wars 8, a Marvel Team Up 141, like anything. Even Venom Lethal Protector is still selling well somehow. It's ridiculous.
I mean, it's the same thing. How everyone talks shit about that movie, and what is it? The second biggest superhero grossing movie ever, behind the last Avengers.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know.
I mean, everyone talks shit about it, and like, I mean, there was some horrible stuff in that movie, but I enjoyed the shit out of it. The inner dialogue between the symbiote and Eddie Brock and Tom Hardy was really, really good.
All right,
part with Deadpool stuff to me.
Trey, if you like that, you should check out this Australian movie called Upgrade, because it came out last year, and the plot of it is that this guy gets like an artificial intelligence implanted in his body. It's seriously this almost the same fucking movie, but Upgrade is way better.
I'll watch it. Thank you.
Yeah, it's the dude that wrote Saw made it.
Really?
Yeah, Leigh Whannell is his name. It's really good shit. Fucking brutal though. It's like hard R, the way Venom should have been.
I'm good with hard R.
Speaking of which, apparently this was confirmed this week, but I kind of assumed it was always going to be that way. The new Hellboy movie is for sure rated R.
That is good news.
Yeah, I'm excited. I don't want every comic book movie to be rated R, but I think there's a lot of room for improvement in what we've seen. Hell, bring Blade back and make it rated R.
Yeah, oh my god. I'm so
Blade
for all bringing Blade back.
Make it rated G. I'm fine with it. Let's bring him back and make it Wesley Snipes. And maybe have a Punisher cameo.
Speaking of Blade, I had an interesting spec this week. I really like a certain character right now in the War of Vampires going on in the Avengers storyline.
Oh yeah, I saw that on MeWe. Talk about that a little bit. What's going on?
Well, there is a big push right now between, obviously, with this vampire deal, and they've mixed some of the old Crimson Guard, I believe. Don't quote me on this because I have absolutely no fucking clue. But some of the original Crimson Guard are on there, but there's a new character, and his name's Shadow Colonel, and he's kind of like a Iron Man looking guy. He's got like a metal suit, but he also has some pretty fucking pretty nifty magical abilities, and was able to make some of the Avengers turn on one another. And you can definitely tell that he is a pretty powerful guy, and it's going to be interesting to see what Marvel does with the character. So he has his first full appearances in Avengers 14, and there is a 1 in 25 Scalera variant. It's a fold out. It's actually a really nice variant. So I'm glad. I like vampires. I'm all about this vampires. Hopefully they do something and refix Jubilee again. Fucking bring Dracula back, make him even bigger badass. I'm good with it.
Yeah, I think like the market got so hot on vampires for a while, and then it kind of crashed. But I would like seeing more vampire shit.
Tell me if I'm crazy, but people are telling me this fucking Whisperer stuff right now is really, really good on Walking Dead.
I haven't been watching it. I gave up.
I gave up on that show too, and I never looked back.
Yeah, I have been hearing that it's good, but I mean, there's no reason to watch that show.
Yep, that's kind of where I was at with it.
Hey man, the comics are still good though, so I like them.
I'm still bummed that he stopped writing Invincible, but it's probably just me.
Well, I mean, all good things have to come to an end eventually.
It's probably better that he just ended it instead of like dragging it on forever. But
I'm not really hearing that many positive things about Die. or Oblivion song.
Yeah, other than like there was some heat on like what was it, a secret variant or whatever, but
Yeah, but that seems to be months ago, right?
yeah, like the first issue I'm talking. That was the last thing I heard anybody mention it.
Of which one?
Die.
Oh yeah, I started reading it and I kind of fell off.
Yeah,
It's
I mean, I
okay.
just couldn't
It's
get
okay.
into a book where like the main character doesn't have a nose.
Oh, they killed that guy though.
Yeah, but then like his brother comes and his brother's
Yeah.
like, I have to
Spoilers,
convince
actually.
everybody. Well, he's like, I have to convince everybody that I'm still my brother. So then he cuts his nose off.
I
And
know.
I think
It's kinda
when
weird.
that happened, I was like, okay, well, I'm done.
They stole that from the Prestige, really. What they did. Totally. That's like the big reveal at the end of the Prestige is that well, spoiler alert. For
Except that was the beginning of this fucking book. So
yeah, but I'm sure that's where you got that idea.
Whatever, it happens.
Jimmy, what in the fuck is this Momo challenge shit?
Oh, it's bullshit as well.
I
Can
haven't
someone
looked
explain this to me?
I haven't looked into it, but YouTube put out a statement that says like there are no, like they've already taken down all those videos and they've
It's
already
a
been
hoax.
banned, and that like people are just pointing out like things that are on other medias. So I don't know what it is exactly.
So kids aren't killing themselves.
Well,
I mean, they might be. I doubt it. But
So
I mean,
here's-
there was
here's what
also some big reveal that like there were some secret messages in certain YouTube videos that were teaching kids how to kill themselves. I don't know. I try not
What
to pay
the
too close
fuck?
attention to it
that's
because
real.
YouTube is a mess. But again, I love being on it, so I just don't want to. I got no really anything too negative to say about them. But I try not to pay attention to like the pedophiles on social media and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
when I see that, I just ignore it and I lump that kind of stuff in with it.
I applaud you for that, Jimmy.
Well, really, if you see that shit, you should like report it.
Report
No,
it.
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
you see news about it or whatever. It's like,
Oh,
okay, like
okay.
it's not stuff that I really want.
Sound like you were seeing that shit.
Yeah, I was
No. If I did, yeah, I would 100% be reporting it. Like, are you kidding me? That this, like, I think 6ix9ine should be snitching on all those people. That's good.
That's not snitching if those
Whoa, yeah.
those guys.
That's just my opinion. So whatever.
Anyway,
Sorry.
we don't need to talk about the Momo challenge.
You banged my baby mom, I'm snitching.
I don't like whatever. I mean, he was gonna go to jail for forever, and more people are gonna go to jail that should actually be in jail. Oh no,
That seems alright.
whatever. I saw Meek Mill was all upset, but I mean,
Hey,
yeah,
did you
okay.
see how crazy that
Do
shit
that.
was about that YNW Melly?
What?
Well, then he killed like
Dude, he killed his two
friends.
best friends
Yeah.
and was fucking driving around in the car with them and then pretended it was a drive-by. And then there were all these videos with him like talking to elementary school kids and talking about it, dude, most fucked up stuff. There's some crazy rap's different now, boys.
Yeah, it is, man. It's a
There's
crazy game,
no
dude.
one fucking Redman, Method Man, people just fucking having fun. There's fucking 14-year-olds killing motherfuckers now. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Way to go, Jimmy.
that has nothing to do with me. I don't even know
Bullshit.
any of his songs.
These 8, 9-year-old kids are watching videos of you telling people to fucking jam it in the pussy or whatever it was, and you're all whatever your old
That was
famous.
just like that was just because like that was just CGC board hating. Okay, I just made a music video to show them a lesson. Okay, and I was punished
man.
for it. So whatever. They gave me like a strike or something. I don't know.
You have some street cred, but it was they grew up watching videos like that, and now they're out there fucking stabbing people and shit.
Shooting people, dude.
Fuck right, Jimmy's to blame. Him and that was that.
Jake Paul. It's me and Jake Paul.
Oh,
Bringing down the
God.
children.
Jake and Logan Paul.
I thought everyone hated that.
Oh, yeah, everybody.
Yeah, but like all they do is make
the
videos
Pootie-
for
the
kids.
Pootie
and
Pie
they're
or whatever his
so
name is.
bad. No, his
PewDiePie-
videos are good.
Yeah.
I like his videos.
Was he really racist, or is that some bullshit?
he's
He had Elon Musk on his thing.
No,
the other
he's
day. It was
racist.
Wait, what does
100%.
that mean? You can't.
Wait,
let
did you
people
say he's
on-
racist?
He is 100% racist.
Oh, come on.
Elon Musk?
okay.
He's racist?
No, not Elon
Wait,
Musk.
oh, okay. I was about to say,
I was like, wait a minute.
No.
Tell me about Elon before.
PewDiePie, not Elon Musk. So here's what happened with PewDiePie. People were pissed at PewDiePie because he was streaming a first-person shooter and he got shot by them and said, "Oh, that guy's a fucking N-bomb." And then his defense was like, "Oh, well, people say that all online all the time." No, they don't. Like they might be making.
Wait, are you saying that people don't say that online all the time?
I have never been shot by somebody in a first-person shooter and had them call me the N-word.
I've had that happen
Oh,
all the time.
all these little British kids.
What?
Their favorite thing. in the
I
world.
honestly, and I wish it didn't happen. And I make a point of saying like, what? But it happens all the time.
That makes
little
no
British
Grand Theft
kids are the
Auto
most
or,
racist fuckers on the
or
planet.
Call of Duty, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
Of them.
It's not in my vocabulary. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. That shouldn't be
I'm
in
not
anybody's
gonna lie,
vocabulary,
it's
really.
in my vocabulary, but that doesn't mean that like I call people that for nothing related.
For a video game?
That's
Yeah.
a really good way of putting it.
Yeah, you don't just say that word out of nowhere. That
You really shouldn't even say that word.
no, you shouldn't. I mean, I listen to a
Well, I
lot of rap
mean-
music though.
The problem with it is
apologize,
people
so,
say
I
it
mean,
now to
that's
get a
all I'm saying.
reaction. It's a reactionary word. It's
You ain't
fucking-
getting a reaction on a video game. You're just saying it because you want to say it. That's fucked up, man.
But you usually get a reaction. I'm gonna tell my mom.
The
it
other
wasn't
guy
for a
couldn't even
reaction.
kill
I
him.
know what Brandon's saying because I remember the video. He's talking
The
about,
other
like, I
guy
don't
couldn't even
necessarily
hear him.
disagree with
He
it.
just said it because he got shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Well, whatever.
so,
Keith's
I
just
know-
mad that he lost his bet about the Masked Singer.
wait, what? Do you guys actually watch that show?
No, I just saw something scrolling and said the winner was revealed tonight or
Who
something.
was
Damn,
it?
I
Who was
missed
it?
it,
Who was
dude.
the
I
mask-
missed it.
Who was
Oh.
that bird?
Fuck, I don't know. I'm just I have
I
no
actually
idea.
watched like 10 minutes of it last night, so I was like, oh, this is kind of okay.
T-Pain was a monster.
T-Pain was the monster? No.
T-Pain's the man.
I swear to God, I can't make it like I'm making up shit about T-Pain to hype him up.
Just because he auto-tunes everything, but like he's a good ass singer.
Huh. That's interesting, actually.
So it's just people show up and sing, and you're supposed to guess who they are. And
Yeah.
Well, they do it for over
It-
weeks and weeks, though.
it could be people like Donny Osmond. Yeah, good luck guessing who that is.
Yeah,
Come
right?
on.
I know. They had like Terry Bradshaw and some other people. I don't remember.
Terry who? Oh,
Terry-
good gosh.
It's 'cause you're Canadian.
Oh, you dare make
Every
fun of Terry
American knows.
Bradshaw, ass.
Whoa,
Whoa,
Terry
wait a
Bradshaw.
minute.
No,
Yeah.
we will not be
how are you
making
supposed
fun
to
of
tell
fucking-
who?
Hey, man, they had
that's
Tommy
who's
Chong, so
singing.
give him a break, dude.
I don't know.
Can Tommy Chong sing?
I don't know. I didn't see any of his singing performances. I just saw him.
That sounds good though. Like I'm down.
All I know is I watched the Oscars and holy fuck was Bradley Cooper bad.
That was your takeaway from the Oscars?
Huh.
No, like I know Black Panther won a lot of Oscars, but how did Kendrick not win? Like fuck that song.
But
Oh, I actually like.
let's be real for a second. That country music song was way worse.
Which one? They're
than
all
any-
bad.
No, that country music one where it was like two of like it was a lady and a guy.
Yeah, it was
and
when
they
a
were-
cowboy trades his spurs in for wings or whatever the fuck
Yeah,
it's called.
exactly. It was the worst thing. That was the worst
Okay,
3 minutes of the whole
But
show.
that's the thing is that song was like just slightly worse than the Lady Gaga one, and they won.
I disagree.
Maybe it's because I haven't seen the movie and their performance live was just shit, but it was bad.
I don't know. All I know is it looked like Bradley Cooper wanted to fuck her, but whatever.
Oh,
Didn't
you
they
already
win-
No, did you look at his fucking wife?
I
Literally,
didn't.
if anyone would have fucking saw that photo,
That was his
Bradley
mom.
Cooper didn't even no. Bradley Cooper never even looked at Lady Gaga and was like, "Oh, I want to fuck her."
But
His
that song
wife
won
was
a
a
Grammy,
goddamn
right?
11.
Didn't that song win a Grammy though? I'm pretty sure it won Grammy.
Grammy?
I think they won.
They won them both. Who gives a
I
shit?
think
His
they
wife
won
is fucking a
album of
smoke
the year
show.
or something. They won some Grammys. So I mean, you can say it's terrible, but that one country music song that I had to hear was so bad.
Oh,
And Kendrick didn't even perform, so yeah, he
that's why he
doesn't
didn't
deserve
win.
to win.
I don't want to hear Kendrick up there mumbling and shit for 5 minutes either.
Well, there's that lady in it too. I don't see it or whatever's in that song. Right?
SDA, but it doesn't matter. It's a way better song. I bet you Kendrick didn't perform because he knew he wasn't gonna win.
Dude, Oscars is all about fucking pleasing, those fucking voters. So
Yeah, it's all
I mean,
about.
it's bullshit. I
All
don't.
right.
I don't
Anyway, let's get back to comics, guys. Speaking of the Oscars, Spider-Verse won Best Animated Feature. Do you guys think that's good news for all the books people were specking on?
the books are so high already. I don't see how they can go even higher. I guess. I don't
Well,
know.
I think a lot of people have been like scared to even look at them just because they were so inflated, and everybody's like, "Oh, they're gonna tank, they're gonna tank, they're gonna tank," and they're still just right in the same spot.
Yeah, I got news for you. They ain't tanking because Ultimate Fallout 4 9.8 sold for 2,200, and Edge of Spider-Verse 2 sold for 2,100. So
All I know is
That's-
I sold like the shittiest copy of Ultimate Fallout 4 for like $200.
That sounds about right.
I couldn't believe it
You're
happened.
such an asshole.
What do you mean? How am I an asshole? How am I the asshole?
He's not an asshole. That's what the
You
market's
gave it to me
saying.
and it was great. But then there was
You remember that? You give me.
there was like a water
Just remember that. You give Jimmy a gift.
Truth
He's
comes
like,
out.
fucking
there was
call
a
that
there
shit
was
will be
like
on eBay
there was
in
a
5
huge
minutes.
water stain.
Truth-
And I don't even
truth
think it was
comes out,
water,
man.
to tell you the truth.
Gotta be on fucking him and Coy had
Hello.
that shit on eBay by the end of the fucking week. Give him a gift.
Hey,
I'm still
I
waiting
wasn't
for
the-
mine.
First of all, I didn't have it on eBay. The
I
next
don't
day.
care. I'm
I
giving
brought
you
it to
shit.
shows.
All right,
for
all right.
So don't first of all me shit. I'll fly up to Toronto and stick my foot
And
up.
nobody wanted it for 100 Canadian. Nobody. So I put it on eBay for 200 US and it sold in a day. And I was like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
'cause you put US on there, motherfucker.
people like underestimate how well shitty copies of books sell on eBay.
Yeah,
It's
but those ones, the moderns, though, man, people shouldn't be buying shitty copies of moderns, really.
Yeah, dude,
I'm
I'm
not
talking
telling
when I say it
anybody
was shit,
to
I mean
buy
it
them.
wasn't fair to
That's pretty
it
bad
was
for a
poor
modern,
plus
man.
to fair minus.
Dude, I'm telling you, there are people that just go on eBay and they're like, "Oh, I want an Ultimate Fallout 4," and they're gonna sort that shit by lowest price plus shipping, and they will buy whatever copy they can get. They don't
That
give
is facts. I did the same shit.
Yep. So if you've got beat copies, if you're at a shop and somebody's like, "Oh, yeah, I've got this copy of Ultimate Fallout 4. It's like a very fine." Fuck that. Offer them $200. You can probably get 4 for it.
I guess.
No lie. There's no lie in that, man.
Dude,
I
I
have been
swear.
seeing a lot of copies of that at stores though, of that book recently.
I think that book is in PCs and it's not going anywhere anytime soon.
I'm still waiting for my copy from Trey.
Yep.
Well, check all the pages.
Motherfucker makes it sound like I'm fucking ripping pages out of books and shit like that.
I didn't know. I didn't look at it. And again, I had it at a show. And then some guy's like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna bring this to the pressing guy and see what he says." And he brings it back. He's like, "There's a water stain." And I'm like, "Oh, what the what?" And then that's when
The pressing guy. Hold on, there's
Yeah, no,
a
'cause-
pressing
'cause-
guy
no,
in
no.
Canada.
One thing you learn when you do these.
Wait, what? You let someone walk off with your comic book?
Well, when you do these bullshit hotel shows, number one, there's usually one guy.
First of all, if you click
There,
on the
it
fucking
is like, oh, yes,
searches
I
the
am-
night
I am
before,
a-
you would end up
I
in the
am-
shitty hotels.
I'm a CGC dealer. I can press your books for you the CGC way. So that's what at this one show I have this guy, and I think he's like 2 tables away. And somebody asked that, and I watched him the whole time. But I mean, if he stole the book, I mean, I probably wouldn't have cared that much.
There's a lot of bad pressers out there right now.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
So
Well, I just found it like amusing that he, instead of taking it out and looking at it himself, he wanted to get somebody else's opinion.
Because
Which
he
is fine.
didn't
If
know
that's
how
what
to
you wanna
fucking
do,
grade a
go
book,
ahead.
dude.
yeah, there's so many people that don't
Fucking
know
rookie.
right now.
They knew about
Terrible.
the Jimmy Linguini guy. He's fucking selling water damaged books again.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that there was a stain in it, but it was like what I had it at $100.
He probably had it at a VF or
You
something.
should have sold it as a DNA stain. You never know. It could go in for triple.
Stanley's
I think
DNA.
it might have been
It
somebody's.
wouldn't have been
was-
Stan
was
Lee's.
a
It'd have
weird
been mine
stain.
or something.
Hey, Trey's pretty famous. They might get a premium.
That might get you $25, dude.
Get you extra 25 from somebody fucking in Oklahoma.
That was my one ultimate Fallout that I think I sold. Good
All
for
right.
me.
So Trey, I know you missed last week's podcast, so you missed the discussion before, but it's still relevant because it's selling crazy well. But Rye Zero is on fire right now.
Well, okay.
No doubt, dude. It's crazy.
What is that? What are they selling for?
It depends
Um,
on the book. I mean, the glossy one. What'd you say, Keith? 9 nights or
Like 400 to 500 for a 9.8 glossy.
I've seen them going higher, and there was a 9.9 that
shit.
just sold for like what was it, 26?
Yeah.
I think it was $2,600
Yeah.
for
Why?
that 9.
Why is it going? Why are people buying the book?
I don't know.
All I
don't
know.
I don't know who's buying it.
I'd
Who's
just be-
buying it and
I'd
why?
Be wary. I'd be wary because
Oh, I'm not. I wouldn't buy it.
You guys hear the news that came out this week about Valiant?
Oh, you mean the news I fucking told people a year and a half ago about?
No, what that you told people about a year and a half
I
ago.
don't.
Okay,
think
I'm listening.
it's the same news.
What news did you tell people
Uh,
about a year and a half ago?
Finish your story.
No, I'm listening. What news did you tell people a year and a half
Does
ago?
it have to do with it? Let me just take a guess. Does it have to do? I'm going to use 3 words. All right, okay. AMG, lawsuit, and what? $37 million.
Was DMG first of all?
Yeah, 1, it's DMG. 2, I don't think you brought this up. 3, yeah, they fled China. All the CEOs fled China, and now they're being sued for $30 million
Imagine that.
by a guy who now works at IDW.
If you go back and listen to the Unpressable Defects back when it was good, y'all fucking hear that.
Yeah, you'll hear me
No,
bring it up.
I do remember Trey talking about.
Oh, we all were talking about it, man. I mean, seriously, it was a thing back then.
Seriously, if you're an intelligent, if you have like a GED, you can see through the Valiant bullshit from 100 miles away.
Here's
my personal opinion.
So they apparently spent $20 million on a mansion in LA. They bought a Boeing airline. I don't know, their expenses are amazing.
So Valiant was actually a separate arm, though, right? Not right under DMG, though.
Not directly.
Right, they're owned, but by DMG, but they're not. And apparently, like, there's a bunch of people in China, like former employees, who are owed a bunch of money.
Yeah, part of that fake money is made Valiant like it was purchased for make it value more than what it was to try to help get the fucking movie deal.
I read the article, and what they were trying to do was they would write a deal to pay somebody like $7 million over a period of 3 years, and then also have them agree to pay them $5 million over a period of 3 years. So on the books, they could claim that $5 million was income, even though they were really paying it to them ahead of time.
Because what I read was the guy said that he was asked to go to Hollywood producers and Hollywood actors and ask them if they gave $30 million, they would give them back $45 million.
Yeah, they mentioned like a couple different numbers,
which I guess is how they got Vin Diesel.
Yeah, they were just faking money. But I talked with Nico a little bit about this week. If anything happens out of this, I think that movie is still going to be released because the wheels are just too far in motion for them to scrap that. Somebody else will pick up, distribution rights or pick up the tab to finish it, because at this point, whatever they have to pay is going to be cheap.
Shout out to Nico too. That guy's a little fucking killer. I like him.
All right.
Yep, good job, man.
Yeah, he writes good shit.
Him and Brandon are killing it on the old website. That Jimmy guy's sucking a little dick. It's all right. Yeah, that's his job.
My theory on what's going on with Rise Zero is just that there was some group of people that bought up everything on eBay, and fear of missing out hit, and people were like, oh shit, I gotta buy these copies now.
Do you think people are dumping their high-grade copies?
I think, well, fuck, you should be if you have them, for one.
Oh, absolutely. I agree.
Shit ton of them raw that I need to. I got so many comics I need to send in. I literally probably have.
Yeah, but I don't know. By the time you send them in now, though, CGC is so far behind.
That's the concern. Is
fuck, I sell my stuff to Beckett. After I'm still not. See, everyone.
Okay. That's a bad idea, but whatever.
Start my own grading company before I sent them shit.
Yeah, anyway. Beckett, man, CBCS has just gone downhill. I don't know, man. It's been really fast downhill.
I don't know. I got some books coming back on Monday or Tuesday, so we'll see.
I'm talking about
one of the grading notes says that there's a stain on the cover that there isn't. So we'll see what happens.
I'm talking about perceived value in the market.
Oh yeah, perceived value shit.
It's tanked.
Sure.
It's terrible, man.
I think PGX is selling better.
Oh yeah, they might be, man.
So speaking of lawsuits, did you guys hear about this lawsuit with Hulu this week?
No, did someone finally just say you suck so bad we're going to try to shut you down?
No,
I'll sign up for that.
It was like a couple of the actors and the executive producer of Bones, I think it was.
Oh yes.
And they found out in court that like a Fox executive basically sold the rights for that show to himself, since he was also a shareholder of Hulu, and more or less agreed to pay nothing so that he wouldn't have to pay any of the proceeds of selling it to like the actors or the executive producers on the show, which is pretty fucked as far as business deals go.
What do you mean? How is that fucked? Isn't that how Turner Classic Movies happened?
All I know is Bones is one of the greatest.
No, but like, isn't that exactly how Turner Classic Movies happened, though?
It might be, but
I mean, Ted Turner was president of Warner Brothers. He was about to be out. They had all these movies that were about to, like, the copyrights or whatever were about to expire. He then bought all of them, left, and made Turner Classic Movies. Is that not exactly what happened?
I don't know. But all I know is that the judge ruled this week in favor of the Bones people,
Weird.
and there's a good chance that there's going to be more lawsuits popping up, and
Good.
it's going to make Hulu less profitable, which might be bad news for the spec on all these TV shows that they're trying to produce. Because
Well, nobody watches Hulu anyway, so
That's what I'm saying.
Ah,
that
whatever.
shitty show about the fucking pilgrim women getting fucked by the other guys is
No, I mean that one's that's a good one. That's a good
no,
show.
it's nothing good about
It is. It's a
That
good.
girl's
What are you
so
talking?
ugly. I've
Pilgrim
never
women.
watched a
What are
fucking
you
movie.
talking about?
all 200
my
people saw it, so
God.
it's cool.
That,
It's cool.
that leading lady's so brutal to look at. Like,
Yeah,
don't
I
know
agree with you,
did
but
it.
that's what Scientology does to you.
all I'm saying is, like, if you're one of these people out there that's buying into overpriced copies of Hitmonkey, be careful, because if they're suddenly strapped for cash, they might not be making that much TV, even with Disney money behind them.
I think Hitmonkey's better spec long term than Edge of Spider-Verse shit, but that's just me.
Whoa, fuck
No,
that.
I mean, if
Oh,
they won the Oscar.
They won
They're
the
gonna build
Oscar.
that universe.
Yeah, they're gonna be making spin-offs, and they're gonna make sequels forever.
That shit is still showing in the theaters. Did you know that?
Yeah,
That's
I
crazy.
watched it the other
Yeah,
week.
just
You've
watched
seen
it.
it, Trey?
Huh?
You've seen it, right?
I have seen it.
Yeah,
It was
so
a
I
good
don't know.
movie. It was okay. I mean, like I
What?
said,
it's better than okay.
What?
Dude,
Have you
it
seen
just
the movie
won an
Traffic?
Oscar. How can it not be better than okay?
Because
I
Traffic
I don't
is
understand.
shit,
Huh?
whereas the Spider movie is amazing.
I'm telling that movie is I know.
I guess I just have a little bit higher. I guess I'm just like almost 40 and watching a cartoon movie once is good enough. So
Yeah, I agree. Well, you're not going to watch it more than once.
I've
It's like
seen it.
Traffic, unless you're going to rewatch it
I have
it.
watched
and
Dragon
realize
Ball
how
Z
terrible
probably
it is.
3 times. That's another story.
That's a cartoon, man.
That's anime, son.
Yeah, it's all the same shit.
I mean, it's no falling down, but it's a good movie.
It didn't have like you don't hear political bullshit in fucking Dragon Ball.
You probably do. It's just all Japanese politics, and you don't even notice.
No politics. They just
Yeah, they probably
kick the shit
translate
out-
that
They just
out, I
kick
would
the
imagine.
shit out of one another.
Sure.
Fucking power up and just more kicking the shit out.
Because
of
you see their mouths move a lot without
That's pretty,
without anything
brainless,
like
dude.
happening, right? You just hear when but their mouths are moving a lot, so there could be
Yeah, I
politics
watched
hidden
the
in.
fucking Dragon Ball. I'm literally like second grade Japanese student. Literally, I could walk into a second grade Japanese class, fucking second grade level. I could communicate.
Is that
I doubt
something
it.
to
I doubt
brag
it, dude.
about?
I doubt it.
Bullshit. It'll take you. Give me 2 days. I'll fucking feel it out. I'll be like, yep, I know what you're saying. Especially if the kids start fighting and shit. I'll know exactly.
Especially if the kids start
Yeah,
fighting.
okay.
I'll
Holy
start throwing
shit.
fucking
That's where it goes off the rails, dude.
waves and all kinds of different shit. They'll know what the fuck's up.
Why would they start fighting though? Like what grade 2 class? are
Deadly
a bunch of-
class, dude.
Actually, have you guys been watching that show?
What,
No.
Dragon Ball Z?
No, Deadly Class.
No.
Deadly Class is pretty legit.
A lot of people are watching Dragon Ball. Not many on that class.
Yeah, how many people went to that movie?
A lot, actually.
Dragon
But,
Ball?
I mean, you can't really compare the two because one is aimed
Probably.
at a specific audience, and one is aimed at children.
It
Which
did,
one's going to have more viewers?
30
Obviously, the
million.
one for children.
Listen to this, Keith. It did 30 million with a limited release. That's a fucking lot.
Oh yeah, especially because it cost nothing to make it.
And it did. It did 103 worldwide.
Good job. What did Spider-Verse do?
I can find out real quick.
Yeah.
Spider-Verse did 360 worldwide, 185 domestic, 175 foreign. It looks like $90 million budget.
I mean, I wasn't expecting to like it, but I really liked it. It makes me think that maybe Black Panther isn't all that bad, but I'm sure
Black Panther's a great movie.
Yeah, whatever.
Nothing wrong with Black Panther.
No.
Yeah, 3 Oscars to tell you that. That's cool though. I mean, I'm glad. Well, I thought.
I mean, it was like with a costume design as it should have. I mean, the things that it should have won for it. Won
Yeah,
for.
exactly. It's not a movie of the year type. No.
No. So I know.
But either is Green Book.
I don't know, man. Have you seen it?
Yes,
I haven't seen.
I have
Green Book.
seen it.
All I know
Well,
is that after I found out
Have
that-
you seen it?
I
after
have not.
found out that Maha
Because
Shri-
Brandon, I dare you to watch that movie.
Did you watch it sober?
Yes. And at one point,
I don't believe that for a second. 'cause
When
the fuck
Viggo
are you-
Mortensen is all like, "What do you mean you haven't had fried chicken?" And then he says like this big racist statement about fried chicken to the guy. Oh man, I'm just like, what am I watching? It is the worst movie. And again, great director too. He's been known for such classics as There's Something About Mary, Dumb and Dumber 1, And now he has an Oscar for the Green Book. Green Book is terrible.
Wait. I think I want to back up here. I think Jimmy's a liar. I think he wake and bakes.
That's what I think.
I drive first. I don't smoke and drive. So I got to drive. I do stuff.
Where do you have to drive?
Yeah, where you drive to?
Well,
Not
first
to work.
I got to go to Hortons, and then I got to go do my mail stuff. So I drive before I get home.
Hortons.
Yeah.
What the fuck's a Horton?
Tim Hortons.
Fuck off.
Come on, Tim Hortons. Don't act like nobody knows what that is. But as long as we're talking about box office numbers, I talked a little bit last week about how Alita Battle Angel needed to do like ridiculous numbers overseas. And holy fuck, did it do ridiculous numbers overseas?
Yep. I'm keeping an eye on those numbers myself.
It's sitting at like 64 million domestic, but it's at 222 million worldwide.
Damn, son.
That's not even worldwide, excuse me. That's just foreign.
Correct.
Like not including the United States. So I think we'll see how big the drop off is this weekend, but I'm pretty sure at this point they're going to do a sequel.
How are the comics? How are the comics doing?
170 million is what the budget was. I mean, so they've already they're already printing money.
They probably paid like another 100 million in advertising. But yeah, if it does well again this week, and I think it will.
Another perfect example. Look at How You Train Your Dragon. It did 65 domestic in the first week, and then 218. I mean, the foreign market is turning into the bigger cash cow right now, which used to be the exact opposite. Now China, I mean, we talked about it before.
Oh, absolutely, China.
Yeah, the Asian market is a juggernaut right now. Can you say Asian, or I'm probably saying something wrong?
Yeah, no, there's a place called Asia. It circumferences.
You could definitely say Asian.
I didn't fucking, like I said, it took me just last year. You can't see Oriental anymore, apparently.
But yeah, no, I learned that too. You can't say that.
To answer your question, Keith, like 9.6s of first Battle Angel Alita are going for like $900. It looks like, and there's a 9.4. Yeah, so
that book was
super hard to find. Yeah.
Well, that's like
I don't think I've ever seen them in the.
I never see them. I'm starting. I want to start a run of the Viz reprints of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, but I like never see them. I find them once in a while online, but they're like non-existent.
The anime or the VHS?
No, the comics, man.
Yeah, he's gonna buy beta.
Fuck right, man.
You didn't even buy beta back in the day, dude.
I've got season 1 on DVD, but like when you're trying to watch regular without the Kai, it's oh no.
Do you know how fucking great the creators of Dragon Ball is? And their manga, it's free. Like the new chapters, it's literally like them releasing new chapters of Batman online for free. They do it every month for the new manga. And it's picked up after Broly the movie. There's a new fucking character. He might be the biggest badass. It's Grace's series as far as the evil guy. And that's what's cool about them, is they literally release it for free. The first 4 are free, and then after 4 months, you got to have a subscription to read back. But you can literally read the new stuff the day it comes out for free on the website.
That's pretty cool.
How are they making money then?
I mean, on the back end, I mean, obviously, people are still going to watch the cartoon show, right?
So they're just using the comic book to draw people to watch the cartoon?
Well, it's the
vehicle.
Japanese market's different, though, because America, we're not reading that. Like I said, there's a group of fucking nerds out there that know about like me, but it's not.
There's a lot more people than you would think reading that.
Probably. I think more people are watching it.
Well, yeah, I mean, more people watch the comic book movies than read the comic books, but there's still people reading the comics.
Right. So no, it's just interesting. It's an interesting. I think DC needs to do that the new Batman because it's so fucking bad. I can't believe people are actually still buying it. Tom King better have something up his fucking sleeve because I'm not seeing this end well.
I haven't been reading them, but your reviews don't exactly get me excited.
And I understand he was great in Mr. Miracle, and he was great in Vision, and he was great in other things. I just do not like. I don't like the art in Batman either. Now that's very selfish coming from the Capullo Snyder run. I understand that. That's like fucking trying to follow, Bobby Knight at Indiana or Bobby Bowden at Florida State, something like that. That's very, very hard to do, and I do understand that.
That's exactly what I was going to bring up, though. I mean, he's following Scott Snyder's run, so that was going to be tough from the beginning.
It's very difficult. I just, like I said, the Gotham Girl, the very first story, and now he's brought them back, and it's just fucking horrible.
The thing that blows my mind is like it's 2019 and Marvel and DC are putting out books with just shit art, and there's all these small companies that are finding like fantastic artists that are doing a great job, and I'm like, how can Marvel and DC not pay these people to do something for them?
Okay, I should say a Batman. It doesn't suit my eye like the Book of War and Riddles, the big arc that had Joker and the Riddler in it.
Yeah.
I don't know what words I can or can't use anymore. But they just look so metrosexually off and off-putting to me. Like it literally turned me off of the whole fucking story of the book.
What?
Look how weird the fucking Riddler looks. Look at the War of Jokes and Riddles, and look at the way the fucking Riddler.
I think like the word is like feminine. I think is the one you're looking for.
Metro can be feminine.
Yeah, that's where I was going with it.
Yeah, like I'm thinking of like what's less offensive.
I don't.
They're fake characters in a fucking comic book. I'm not offending anyone. If I'm offending anyone, they can suck my fucking dick.
Well, I don't know. All I know is like you told me that the penguin has sex with penguins.
I didn't tell you. I showed you.
I didn't believe you. I looked it up. It was accurate. And now I don't care about anything you say. Because if you're out here telling me about the penguin having sex with penguins, I don't care about anything else. That's ridiculous.
I'm telling you, it's a fucking... And like I said, there's a half a bat wing and a panel. Fucking Fox, CNN, everyone in the world wants to fucking do it. A guy fucks a penguin and talks about it in a book. Doesn't even make Bleeding Cool.
No, I think it was on Bleeding Cool. But I mean, they're gonna find a guy at a zoo, and he's gonna be like trying to smuggle penguins out of the zoo, and they're gonna find that comic in his possession, and that's really what's gonna blow it up. That's the only thing that could happen there.
I'd start buying.
Buy now. It's good spec. It's gonna get pulled. It's gonna be banned from eBay.
It's gonna be on a key collector alert here in like 2 months, dude.
First appearance of Penguin.
Key collector guys running that old fuck. I guarantee you, the day fucking Google Plus dies, we're gonna see a lot less fucking updates from that guy.
I disagree. But whatever.
But yeah, what is
that now? Like 3 weeks?
Say that one more time.
When is Google Plus shutting down?
In the
April, right?
First week of April. Yes, we got another month.
Oh, okay. I mean,
today's the last day of February.
Yeah, it's gonna be March tomorrow. So yeah, it's coming up pretty quick.
Good.
Get on the MeWe if you haven't already, people.
There's a lot of sex offenders out there that fucking can't wait for that.
Yeah, get on the MeWe. I'm also going to start pushing out the Facebook a lot more.
Are there sex offenders on MeWe?
We got a lot of people on the Facebook.
Unfortunately.
And there was a good post on the Facebook about, I don't know if you guys saw this new Devil Do book that's coming out.
Don't bring it up.
Why is that?
It's going to piss me off. Go ahead.
Well, I ordered 3 copies today.
Of course you did.
I did.
What's wrong with Devil Do?
So, well, Devil's Due hasn't paid all of their, like, they haven't paid everybody that's worked for them and all that.
Other than that,
who cares though? I mean, it's a book based on that that crazy politician from New York whose name is escaping me. AOC, right?
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Yeah. So their website though, the Devil's Due website has like an exclusive variant cover where she's like dressed up as Wonder Woman.
So, I saw that, dude. I was going to ask you about that. That's going to come out in what, a couple months?
Yeah. I ordered 3 copies. So
what's up?
Knows?
What's up with that book?
But I just thought that it was like there's potential there. I feel. I mean,
what is it about? And do you know anything about it?
Well, I know that she's like some kind of she's pushing like socialism.
She's pushing
something.
Democratic socialism
in the comic.
Whatever that means. No, like in real life. The comic book is based on her.
It's a parody or what?
No, it's real.
Oh, it's real?
Yeah, like she tweeted an endorsement about the book.
I was wondering if they were related because I saw some of the variants sell and I was like, wow, $100, $80.
Yeah, they're on eBay, right?
Jesus, yeah.
Somebody's pre-selling them.
That's all.
$80, dude. And I was like, who the hell's buying this book?
Yeah, I think they're going to have a very short shelf life, but I do believe they will have a shelf life.
I don't know if it's going to be that short. I mean, it depends on how long, if she keeps getting reelected and if she does make a run for president, then they might have a longer life.
Come on.
Jimmy, you have no position to talk about American politics.
She hired her boyfriend and he makes $60,000 a year. Don't tell me I have no position to talk about it, okay? Because, well, there's an actual thing going on in Canadian politics right now where like the prime minister is supposed to get arrested. All we have on the news is
yes. And didn't his best friend get caught? Fucking at someone.
No, listen. All I know is Gaddafi is involved. $30,000 of prostitutes for Gaddafi is involved.
If you guys want to talk politics,
I don't want to get it. Like,
I don't want to
the
talk
whole
politics.
thing.
I don't want to talk.
I talk politics on like a different.
All I'm saying is, I bought the book. I think it might have legs. That's
Yeah,
all.
I was-
my
and I
personal
was wondering.
politics aside.
I was just wondering about the book, if it was for real, if it actually
It's
tied
for
into
real.
her or what.
It's for real. I think it has long-term legs.
It's interesting though, because you don't see like that kind of.
I mean, Nancy
Comics
Pelosi's
on
been in office for how long? I mean, some of these people are in office forever, so it could have legs. I mean, Brandon's correct. It could. I don't think it will, but Brandon's correct. It could.
You can get an essence of that pretty easy, I bet.
Oh shit!
I would imagine.
Rabbit meat, fucking all the other things socialists do in Venezuela right now. See how she likes it. Stupid. Have y'all read her fucking deal? Never mind. I'm not even. Oh, goddamn.
What deal?
She's
Have
way
I read
over.
about the
She's
coup
way
that's going
over,
on?
right? You know, so she's so
We should
extreme.
support that though, right?
No, we shouldn't support anything extreme. No.
Every government coup works. Anyways, we shouldn't talk about politics.
We shouldn't on this podcast. I'm happy to talk about it on another occasion. But comic books, what's going on with this Guardians of the Galaxy 2 Scalera variant?
That's the issue too.
It's hitting like $40.
Ghost
That's
Rider.
all I know. No, it's got the first appearance of some group, right? I don't know. I didn't pay attention.
It's like
Kind of
little
seems dumb to me.
or something, wasn't it? Stab?
It came out last week, right?
Yeah, correct. Last week.
Okay.
Yeah, I think people are saying it's the first appearance of Stab. I don't know what that means. I saw a panel.
Yeah, Groot. Something happened where a lot of little pieces of Groot came off, and now Groot's like sentient and can talk like normally, like you and I talk. And these little fucking Groots are like called Stab because they're a little evil and they're trying to stab everyone on the ship.
Okay.
Horrible. People are buying this shit.
Oh yeah.
That sounds cool though. Isn't that like that Disney movie where Mickey Mouse like cuts him and then they're all like, you know what I mean, with the axes?
What kind of fucking drugs do you do?
It's that trippy movie, you know, Fantasia. Yeah, that's what happens in Fantasia.
All right.
Kids in America didn't watch Fantasia. We watched like American Tail.
Fantasia is from the
I
30s.
watched
It's
Fantasia.
made by Disney.
Yeah, that's why we
It's
didn't
a
watch it.
magnificent children's film.
Magnificent. Did you choose the word magnificent?
Have you watched it? There's a big wave, and then it's like whoosh, and then Mickey Mouse. It's good. It's a good movie. It's trippy.
What does the noise have to do with a wave?
Listen, you need to watch. If you haven't seen this movie, I don't know what world you live in.
No, we watch fucking like Battletoads or fucking Ninja Turtles and shit. Battletoads.
Battletoads wasn't
You
a
mean the
TV
video
show.
game?
It was a game.
People play?
Yeah, like what are you going on about?
So in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, they're saying it's the first appearance of Dark Guardians of the Galaxy. Some shit like that. I don't know.
We still don't know what the first appearance of the fucking movie Guardians of the Galaxy is. Fuck everyone. I'm seriously to this.
It's beyond me. It's beyond me. No, it's beyond me.
No, but wait, sorry. So it's the first appearance of the Dark Avengers,
Dark Guardians of the Galaxy.
Dark Guardians of the Galaxy,
or whatever
okay.
they're called. I don't know. That's what people are saying.
Okay.
That's the spec on
And
it.
only the variant is selling.
I don't know. I saw the variant selling for about 40 a couple days ago.
And this book came out last week, right?
Correct. So 1 in 25 from last week.
Oh, okay.
All right. So speaking of shit Americans watch, did everybody watch that trailer for Dark Phoenix?
Ooh, look pretty rough.
Yeah. I'm not impressed.
Yeah, I wasted like 2 minutes of my life.
You're welcome, everybody.
Now, if it was called X-Men First Class 3, would you have perceived it differently?
Isn't it 4 though?
Doesn't matter.
I would.
Is it 4? Have they had 3 of those movies already?
Because it was First Class, and there was Days of Future Past, and then there was
And
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse. Yeah, so it must be 4 then.
Oh, I don't think I watched Apocalypse.
Don't.
I didn't either. It looked crappy.
It's
Is the Avengers in Apocalypse?
no.
I don't know why I didn't. watch
Apocalypse
that
is an
one.
Apocalypse.
Yeah, no. The X-Men movies were really good. I
So
like those, and not the Avengers for some reason.
Yeah, the first
all you
X-Men
need to
movie.
know is that in the beginning of X-Men Apocalypse like takes some grains of sand and like slits 4 dudes' throats, and then for the rest of the movie, he's like, "Oh no, I have to punch people." It's stupid. It looks really bad though.
Well, anyway, going back to the Dark Phoenix trailer. Yeah, I wasn't too impressed. It looks really cheesy, man.
Yeah, I think this is why it got pushed back so much, and this is why they sold the rights back to Marvel, because they just
obviously Fox doesn't know what the hell they're doing.
no.
It's ridiculous.
I like it.
Yeah, I bet you do, because you like everything.
I mean,
I doubt I'm even gonna go watch
I do
it.
like shitty movies, but this just makes me think, yeah, all those X-Men movies were good. I liked all of them, but I guess I didn't watch X-Men Apocalypse, so I don't know.
No, the only good X-Men movie is Logan.
I liked
No,
it.
X-Men First Class was pretty good.
Deadpool 1, Deadpool 2.
That's not an X-Men movie, is it?
Yeah, it counts.
There's X-Men in the movie, correct?
Oh yeah.
Not
Couple,
really.
yeah. I don't know. More like cameos, but
Well, I think you said Colossus is a little bit bigger of a cameo, but
that's true.
Colossus was in the whole movie, and everybody's favorite X-Men was in it. Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
boy, you ain't
Who is
lying.
that kid? Who is the kid? The Hawaiian kid or Australian kid?
The Kiwi kid from
Fire Hands or whatever his little
Yeah, what character was he?
Fire Fist.
But yeah, he was good.
Fire
He should
Fist.
come back.
Yeah.
I like that character. If he was in the other movies, I'd be down with that.
What's his first appearance?
oh, who
I
gives
don't remember.
I'm buying that shit, dude.
some
Yeah,
some
yeah,
bullshit
yeah.
book? But I mean, I saw all these like interviews he was doing about how he couldn't watch the Deadpool movie because it was rated R. And he's only like 16, and I mean, it just made me be like, okay, this kid might have like a life in these movies.
He can't watch R-rated movies at 16. What's wrong with him?
Or maybe he's not 16. Maybe he's younger than
Oh, I
that.
think
He was just making really good jokes, and I could see the character having legs. But
My
who
dad
knows
was
if they're
watching.
gonna even keep making those movies?
My dad.
Yeah, I think they will.
It was so funny during the movie. Just like he's like, they ran out of budget. They got this fucking chubby Australian kid for next to nothing. It's like there's no way that they ran out of money because this guy he's out of shape. He can't act. But dad was not happy about him being in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, usually with kids, they're not the greatest actors, and I'll agree with that. Like, I'm not going to say he was the greatest, but still, he added to the character. I liked it.
Who's
like
the
where it
greatest
was.
child actor in your opinion, Jimmy?
Well, obviously, Macaulay Culkin.
Oh man, yeah,
I'd be
dude.
wrong on that.
Wow, I don't
or
know.
the two Corys.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Name one movie he was in as a child.
I don't know, The Beach.
That's not a.
He was a child?
He was like 18 in that movie.
Yeah, it counts.
Growing Pains.
Sure.
Can't believe you said The Beach.
It's the
You guys are fucking all playing it wrong. It's fucking Ricky Schroeder.
He was decent.
As
He was
Little
decent.
What's he in? I'm sorry.
Fucking Lonesome Dove. The greatest movie ever made.
Never.
Silver
heard of
Spoons, dude. Come on.
them. Yeah, never heard of those. I'm sorry.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Jimmy lives in a silver spoon bubble.
Yeah, he is the Silver Spoon.
He is the bubble of the silver spoon.
I like Drew Barrymore. She did good as a kid.
Do you know she had
Yeah,
a titty
that's true.
reduction?
That fire movie where she just like makes everything go on
Carrie.
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut up,
No, not
by the way.
Carrie. It wasn't
What?
Carrie.
No, not Carrie.
Of,
Oh wait, what the hell? Was
Barrymore, shout out to Tom Green for getting the fuck out of Canada and becoming a U.S. citizen last week.
Yeah, what a loser.
He's a better man for it.
Fuck yeah, he's even funnier now.
But wait, what was that Fire Hands movie with Fire? Drew Barrymore. It wasn't Carrie, because Carrie's that.
Oh yeah,
prom
Carrie's
movie, and
like
that's not her. And that's that Sissy Spacek crazy looking lady, right?
Probably.
It was called Firestarter.
our starter.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
that was
she
actually
just
a good
walks
movie. I
around
like that
starting
movie, dude.
fires.
Was that a shitty Prodigy song too? Not the real not the rapper, the real Prodigy.
No,
It
that's
was okay.
that's a
I
good
mean, you're a Firestarter. It was okay.
What was that?
I know which one you mean,
That had
though.
two shitty,
Terrific.
like fucking techno songs that just.
yeah, that's the one, The Prodigy.
Yeah,
I'm the fire starter.
yeah, that's the song.
Yeah, that's good
It was
stuff.
on like the South Park album or something. But anyways, yeah, that Drew Barrymore Firestarter movie. You're right. She's probably is the best child actor.
Huh? Yep, Drew Barrymore.
All right, Trey, what's you had some theory about how injuries affect sports cards for this week?
No, not necessarily a theory. I'm just saying that, like right now, if you're keeping up on basketball, you guys know Jaren Jackson Jr. is probably out for the season. That is a good thing if you are a speculator, because the fact that he's the youngest player in the NBA and they're shutting him down for him this year Not a bad thing. The fucking Grizzlies suck ginormous dick this year. But with Trae Young and Luka Doncic getting all the attention right now, duly so, people like Jaren Jackson Jr. are going to be far and far away from people's mind and not the popular pick, not the trendy pick. Now you buy. Injuries on very young players don't necessarily mean – look at Steph Curry, guys. The first couple years when he was in the league, he could barely stay healthy because of his ankles. How'd that work out for everybody who speculate on Steph Curry? Very, very well. Now, are there cases and instances where that doesn't work out? Of course. Same with any type of speculation. But just because they're injured for a half a season or this and that when they're young, there's a good time to buy and make money. Personal opinion, though.
No, I agree with that 100%, man. The card market is pretty fickle, So when people are doing good, the cards shoot up. When they start to fade, get hurt, cards shoot down. It's natural, right?
Very, very natural. And the good thing about basketball is, I mean, you're going to know pretty quickly if they're fucking duds or not, or if they're bench players or not. You literally got 3 years. Their first contract, by the end of that first contract if there's potential, if there's anything or not. My opinion.
Yeah, and there's another guy that's injured that I want to talk about is Marvin Bagley. That dude's been coming on for the Kings, man. Even though he's coming off the bench, man.
They kicked the shit out of us 2 games ago at home, and literally he was the most athletic guy on the court, bar none.
Yeah, so he's definitely – man, this draft class is pretty incredible. It's going to be interesting to see who shakes out of it.
And I mean, you talked about it. Ayton's not even being talked about, and look at some of the numbers he's putting up in Phoenix.
That guy's a double-double machine, man.
It's crazy. I mean, you look with the Huerter and Atlanta's still doing good. I mean, there's literally 20 rookies that are potential all-stars in this class.
Yeah, this class is really, you don't really know, man. And Trae Young has really come out, and he is on fire, dude. His cards are on fire. He's on fire. If he didn't shoot so shitty in the beginning of the season, he might be in the Rookie of the Year category,
And no, guys, his hair, it was not on fire at any point in time. It's just that shitty. Keith was not making a bad joke. It's just that's how shitty his natural his hair comes in.
But it's crazy. I've seen his silver cards jump up. They were doing like 35 to 40 bin to like 60 bin were going instantly. And now people are bidding up way over that. It's insane right now.
And if you would listen to this podcast, you'd have made some money.
Oh, for sure, man.
You would have made some money out there, guys.
I wish I was
Keith.
to this.
Keith knows what he's talking. Keith has been literally the key stuff. He's been giving you guys tips on what to buy and when to buy it. And if you're listening to him, you're making money. Like I said, the prism has gone down a little bit, and Keith talked about it. But if you look, it's making a resurgence. Also, National Treasures football comes out tomorrow for anybody. I'm not going to play National Treasures football. Keith brought up a really good point earlier today to me. It's a quarterback-driven hobby. I mean, defensive guys don't go for much. Running backs do decent, not like they used to. Wide receivers, not very good. There's just not a whole lot of speculation and value in anything that aren't, all pro type quarterbacks. So
yeah, I was looking into it a little while back, and it's sad because I like football way better than I don't even really like basketball that much. I know, hate me, but I feel like more people watch football, but nobody really gives a shit about the sports cards.
No,
it seems like.
No, it's crazy though. Everybody talks about football cards. And I'm in a couple groups where they do breaks and shit, and most of the breaks are football cards, and people are trading and buying and selling football cards on these sites, man. But the prices don't really reflect that. It's kind of crazy.
Yep, I've seen these yet.
But people love it, man. I guess they're all American, right? I mean, so the problem with football is not a worldwide. So I feel like Asia draws out a lot of the big purchases,
Do they?
That's what it feels like.
Do baseball cards do well then? I meant to look into that, but that seems like it would have more of a
baseball.
market in Asia.
I think baseball is bigger than basketball. Really, like for the some of those rookie, they just explode in the beginning.
Yeah,
and then it takes 4 or 5 years, to pan out. Really,
baseball is a big deal in Asia.
Well, internationally, I think baseball is a bigger sport. Just like I think it's way bigger than hockey.
Hold on, is
or
that a
even
Maple Leafs jersey
soccer.
behind you?
Yeah, shit. But like soccer is it's probably bigger than soccer and all that stuff. So
Keith, I was gonna tell you two guys. I'm ordering a case of 2019 Bowman baseball. So I'm gonna do a 20-box break when I get it in. I don't
Awesome.
know how fucking quick. Don't like I said, it ain't gonna be pretty. I promise. If I gotta go through 20 cases, and you guys know my luck in opening packs, after about that second box, it's probably gonna be catching my house on fire.
Dude, what you should do is just run them one at a time and download them separately. You know, that's what a lot of these breakers do. Really, they just record maybe 1 or 2 boxes and then they
You
show
know
that
what?
online.
Not like everybody fucking else that goes out there and copies other people's shit, Keith. Gotta come up with something fucking different.
All right, dude, go ahead, Rebel.
I might fucking use my ball sack to flip cards. I don't know. I might just gotta do something different. Can't be these copycats.
You might use your ball sack to flip cards. What are you gonna
You
do?
don't know. You don't know. I gotta tell
You're
him.
gonna castrate yourself, and then you're gonna ferment.
He's gonna
the
get
leather
a little
of your
paper cut
balls
in his
and
ball
turn it
sack.
into something
I
to
wouldn't worry
make
about
cards into. Turn your ball sack into like a bag you can put cards into. I'm down. Like I'm not down to do it. I mean, I support you. Is what I'm saying.
Thanks, man. Appreciate the
Your
support.
choices of castration.
Hey, I wanted to talk about selling cards too, and there's a lot of listings where they actually scan cards that are like hollow or silver, like shiny kind of cards, and it kind of, I think it like kills the pictures, you know, because people want to see that shininess on the card, and I've noticed that cards tend to go for less if people just scan the card in because you can't see it.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I've seen the same thing for foils and MTG. Like the people that just use stock photos instead of uploading an actual picture never get as much money.
Exactly. I don't think you can see this card, and people want to see that it's actually a foil card, right?
Yeah.
And it's hard to tell when you scan the cards. That's why I don't understand why these people are scanning all these cards. It doesn't make sense.
Laziness? I don't know. Time saver?
I think it's easier to take a picture than scan something.
I've been doing like some weird, like Facebook searches for like stuff.
That's
And,
every day for you, right?
No, because like I
Is
just
that
say
like
this
at the
because I
back
got
page
an
of
ad
Facebook?
on Facebook like 2 months ago, and it was this thing. It was $150, and what it is you put your cards in it, and it scans them all individually, and it takes perfect images of them, and I think it takes like seconds.
It touches your cards, though?
Piles. What's that?
It touches your cards?
Well, you put your cards in a pile, and then it does them one by one.
Yeah, but I don't want nothing touching my cards, I don't think.
Well, I'm just saying, I mean, I see that would be a lot easier to sell raw cards and get images than one by one taking pictures and or one by one scanning them even.
Yeah, I mean, if
Oh, man.
I'd have to see it in action, I'd be so nervous that like a nice card
Exactly,
would get
man. I don't
bought.
want no
I
fucking
mean, I know I
machine
was
touching
high,
my
and the
card.
video of it doing it was really fascinating.
So how'd the cards go in there? It was like loaded in and then it
Yeah.
spit through like a conveyor
Yeah,
into the
exactly.
scanner?
It's like, and then
Oh,
it was
fuck,
kind of
dude.
like a printer where then they all come out at the end.
Yeah, I don't want a machine touching my cards. I think that would be the only issue for me.
But I mean, if you're doing bulk stuff, I mean, I think it kind of makes
I
sense.
guess, yeah, if you're just selling the cards, you don't fucking care and you're not going to get it graded, then who
I mean,
cares, right?
I'd buy it and like test it out on just some cheap shitty cards first, but it'd be interesting.
I don't know.
I mean, when I tried to sell cards because I got these stupid. When I tried to do it, it's so much work. It's like, why are you doing this?
Money.
Why am I scanning the front and the back? And then they're so hard to like pick up on the scanner and stuff.
I mean,
So,
you do
I
the same
don't know.
thing with comic books, right?
They're
You
a
gotta
lot
get the front.
easier to.
Yeah,
to
comic
pick,
books must be easier to
deal
take
with,
off of a scanner. That's why a lot of people take pictures, you know?
For what? For books or for
No, for
cards?
cards.
For cards, yeah.
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 A lot of it's pictures on a camera.
I think if you work on the right settings on a scanner.
Yeah, that's the other thing
do it
about
properly.
like, well, I don't know. If you put cards on a scanner, like they're a pain in the ass to get up, and half the time you're probably gonna fuck them up when you pick them up.
True.
Maybe it's just my bad luck in the past.
No, I agree with you 100%, man. So what's going on in the Magic world? It's talking about cards here.
Yeah, actually, the first Mythic Championship was this past weekend. I don't know if anybody's ever confirmed this, but people were estimating that this was the most viewed Magic tournament ever on Twitch. The numbers didn't really sound that crazy, but I guess anything is an improvement. The winning deck was Mono Blue Tempo. I know I mentioned in the MeWe group earlier this week, I think Tempest Gin is good spec. It was selling for around $2, and Star City Games upped it to $4 right after the tournament. I think everybody will end up there eventually, but it's still kind of hovering between $2 and $3 elsewhere right now. So that's a good plan. The other thing I noticed this week was Blue Sun Zenith foils were going crazy. I was going to mention it on the podcast today, and then this morning there was an alert from MTG Stocks. Foil Blue Sun Zenith from Mirrodin Besieged went from costing $5.50 a piece to costing $44.97.
Ooh, watch your mouth.
Yeah, and I was watching it. The Modern Masters 25 printing foils went up to like $80, and I was like, fuck, is the Mirrodin Besieged one going to go up, or is this going to come way down? And it looks like the Mirrodin Besieged printing went way up, so pretty nuts. Yeah, if you've got those sitting around, make sure you list them now, because I don't know how long that's going to last. The other thing that happened, well, actually, this happened last Thursday, but I hadn't saw it by the time the podcast came out. But they announced for the next Pro Tour, they're going to try out a new mulligan rule, which is basically what you do at the beginning of the game to decide what cards you're going to start the game with. I was going to suggest Serum Powder because it interacts with the mulligans in the first place, but that card actually doubled in price this morning as well. So apparently I was a little too slow to recommend stuff. The other thing I think might have some spec because of this new rule is Leyline of Sanctity. Burn has been getting really, really popular with the printings of Light Up the Stage and Skewer the Critics. And Leyline of Sanctity just kind of shuts down that deck. So with this new mulligan rule, if people are able to just have it in their opening hand all the time, that card might become really, really powerful.
So what's a mulligan rule?
So when you play the game, to start, you draw 7 cards from the top of your deck after it's been shuffled, obviously. And previously, the rule was if you don't like those cards, you could shuffle your deck again and then only draw 6. But they changed it, at least temporarily, to instead of only drawing 6, you draw 7 cards and then pick 1 to put on the bottom of your deck. And you can keep doing that as many times as you want, theoretically, until you get down to 0. But why the fuck would you do that? So, like I said previously, the penalty was you drew less and less cards, so it was really hard to get an opening hand that was actually usable. But this, people are theorizing, is going to mean that it's much more advantageous to pick a second starting hand than it used to be.
Sounds like cheating. Sounds like cheating to me, but whatever.
I don't know. I personally don't think it's going to really make that big of a difference. But there's a lot of speculation about it, and obviously,
so it's like I'm playing poker, and I would say, "Oh, I want another hand." Like, what? No, dude.
Yeah, that's some Jimmy cheating ass shit if I've ever seen it.
Exactly, dude. What the fuck?
You kind of have to though, because like the way the game works, you need to have lands in your hand to really be able to do anything. So, if there was no mulligans, like, maybe 10% of your games would just end because you don't even get to do anything at all.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But like I said, I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference, but apparently they've done some testing at Wizards of the Coast and they think it's going to be a good change to the rules. Can
you explain Wizards of the Coast to me, to someone who doesn't know what the fuck they are?
Wizards of the Coast is a company that makes Magic the Gathering. They are a subsidiary of Hasbro,
MTG?
which I'm sure you know. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so most people call them WotC, which is just WOTC for short, because Wizards of the Coast sounds kind of nerdy. But yeah, I don't know. They don't always know what they're talking about, but I think this sounds fine, personally. That's all I had for Magic the Gathering stuff this week. Trey, I know you posted about these G.I. Joe shoes.
Yeah, I know nothing about them. Other than that's all I got on the fucking G.I. Joe shoes. Is
did they sell out?
Yeah, were they selling or what's the deal? Has anybody
still don't know? I've been keeping. All I know is those damn shoes that Nike released during the Super Bowl. Those Travis Scott Jordans are fucking ape shit. $2,000 a piece.
What's
many-
what's
how
the
many-
company that's making them?
Asics, I believe.
E6.
I like Asics. Good running shoes, man.
I think Jerry Hunt bought a pair.
Yeah. Oh
Like
shit.
Nike did make they did make GI Joe shoes at some point, and they do seem to sell for like $200 to $300. But I
Well,
don't
I'm
see any
looking
of
on
these new ones.
footlocker.com now, and it looks like they've got these GI Joe shoes for 120.
Pass.
It seems like a pretty steep buy.
Jimmy, what are those weird shoes that you
Oh.
are still wearing because you bought so many pairs?
I'll wait until they go on clearance. It doesn't matter what the weird shoes are, okay? All I know is they say Hood Pope on the back of them. So when people see me from behind, they know.
Gangsta.
They know you're a hood pope.
He's a gangster,
whatever
dude.
that means. Yeah. I still have like 2 more pairs, so I'll be wearing those for some time.
What size are they?
I think they're 12.
Oh God,
What's
I
so
would have worn
God
them
with
if they
that?
fit. They're too small.
No, you had to buy them. I can't sell them. So what am I going to do? I'm just going to wear them until.
I would have given you like $5.
Who is enjoying the frosty beverage?
Oh, that was me. Sorry.
Everyone knows exactly how much you've had in your cup for the last 30 minutes.
Hey,
I could use one, man.
delicious.
It sounds so good too. It just sounds like, what does he drink? Is it like Mountain Dew? Is it beer? Is it a mixed drink?
I mean, speaking of like weird alerts,
no,
I got
it's-
an alert
It's
Cool.
cold.
that I could order from 7-Eleven and get it delivered. So,
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah, apparently, like you can order from 7-Eleven because 7-Eleven has such great food that you.
Wait a
wanna
minute,
have it
7-Eleven delivering now, or
They ain't got
like,
bad.
they'll
They
deliver-
don't have
they'll
a bad
deliver-
pizza.
They'll
is
deliver the
Grubhub
slushies,
delivering for
and
some?
then they'll make your shitty nacho things. It was an ad I got from
I
7-Eleven.
want like the day old hot dog.
Listen, all I know is you can get like slushies delivered to your house. That's amazing.
That
I
does
don't
sound pretty
disagree with
great.
that. If so, I'd pay someone $10 to deliver me a box of Mike and Ike sours right now.
Ooh, that sounds fucking good.
They're so fucking good, dude. They're new. Holy shit, they're good.
No, I just had some the other day.
No,
Oh,
these
that's
are the
canned.
green. Did you have the green box or the yellow ones?
Well, you're in
The
the
yellow.
US, like
No,
literally.
okay,
everything
they
is
did
still
away with
open.
those shitty yellow ones because of that
The
fucking
fuck?
weird coating on the. Now they got like these gluten free in a green box. I'm telling you, game changer,
Oh,
game changing motherfuckers.
I fucking love Mike and Ike's, man.
I do too. They're horrible on teeth, but I love the shit out of them.
Yeah, I don't, that's why I don't eat that shit, dude. It just sticks to my teeth.
That's what brushing your teeth is for, right?
True.
Yes.
Get you a sonic toothbrush like mine. She'll just vibrate the fuck out of everything.
I bet you like vibrators.
Fucking stick it up my butthole too at night. Nice.
I know we already talked about this Dark Phoenix trailer, but did you guys see the Detective Pikachu trailer?
No.
Oh,
Nope.
you should.
Who's Detective Pikachu?
I mean, I don't think I
Deadpool?
need to watch. I don't think I need to watch the Detective Pikachu trailer. I want
Because
to
you're going to see it no matter what.
Yeah, like I'm ready to see another Pokemon movie. I mean,
Dude, I'm
sorry.
really stoked about it.
like that one with Mewtwo, and then they get him at the end. I'm
Mewtwo's
ready
going to
for
be in
that.
this one.
I'm sure, but I mean, is Aaron Carter going to be on the soundtrack again?
Probably.
Oh man, that's what I was looking for. Too.
No, Detective Pikachu is Ryan Reynolds, Trey.
Are there Pokemon fighting in the game?
Yes, there's a
It's a
guy,
movie.
and it's the guy from Jurassic Park who plays the Nimble guy, and he also is in like the Get Down. I think it's the Get Down.
Yeah,
and he
Netflix.
somehow becomes a Pokemon trainer, and Pikachu is his friend, and they detective stuff. It seems amazing.
Yeah, basically, like this one guy can talk to only this one specific Pikachu,
Yeah.
who is voiced by Ryan Reynolds.
If you were ever a fan of Pokemon at any point in your life, this movie looks really good.
Even
No.
if you weren't, if you were a fan of Deadpool, you should watch this.
No, I feel like you have to at least understand what.
I don't know. I'm not a millennial, so I think I'll pass.
I don't think.
Yeah, I think
you're
I'm
gonna,
out
you're
on
gonna
this.
see it. It's gonna be good. And then you're gonna
I
end
doubt
up
it.
getting like the Pokemon Blue cartridge. You're gonna get a Game Boy.
I'm gonna get a
man.
fucking Pokemon tattoo.
When I moved
Man,
out
the
of
fact that,
the
like,
last,
and then you look at porn sometimes and see all these Pokemon
What?
tattoos. Like, I mean, Jesus, what is up with this? Like, why? What happened to the world where everybody?
All right,
gets
guys.
these Pokeball
It was
tattoos?
a good week this week.
I just don't get it.
Old,
I just don't get it.
comic
It's,
book wars.
it's everywhere.
Whoa, 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 whoa! One more thing. One more thing I want to bring up is Steve Dalton had some pretty cool spec on the Hanes underwear where you could find a Jordan auto.
No shit.
I was like, what?
Yeah, that was awesome.
I haven't seen that. I got to go to the store. I mean, which stores are those in? I have no idea.
I actually have that on my to-do list is to get
I
to the bottom how to figure out.
I want to go find that shit and see if I can get a Jordan auto, dude.
You ain't lying, buddy.
But like, so do they have unsigned cards in them?
I'm assuming.
Yeah, obviously they have a bunch of base cards, and then the autos are just the
Get 'em
There's
PSA
like,
graded,
short
man.
pack.
Like there's a whole set. It's not just one card.
I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't even
No,
seen it yet.
from the picture he posted, it looks like it's just various photos of him
Yeah, it
wearing
is.
Hanes t-shirts.
That sounds amazing. I don't care.
Right?
I'm down. I would buy those.
I'm telling you, get them PSA graded, man. Get those 10.0s.
Because think how many there hasn't been any Jordan cards released recently,
No.
right?
No.
Isn't that why everybody went crazy on the Dennis Rodman?
Especially
Right.
Jordan sign cards.
Never.
Sure.
Well, not never, but I'm sure there's.
Well,
tons
not-
of-
I mean,
the fact that there's
recently.
new Jordan cards is all I'm saying. Is I mean there have.
well, it's a Hanes garbage card, but that'd be
That's
awesome
what I'm
to get.
saying. Like, who's gonna have a 10.0?
Yeah, get it graded. That makes sense. No, I feel like that would be the good move.
Oh yeah, absolutely for a auto card.
No, even if it's not
Even
signed.
if it's not signed,
that's
fuck
what
it.
even if it's not signed, you
What?
get graded. I feel
Oh,
like
I don't
Yeah,
know
send
about
them.
that.
Send
Yeah.
everything you get in,
You guys are high.
dude. What does it cost to get a card graded? Like $1.25?
$8 to $10, I think.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I see.
worth it.
You could sell those easily for $30. I would think $30 to $50
Yeah, for sure.
because there are no new Michael Jordan cards. No.
Upper Deck, I can guarantee Upper Deck got a stockpile of the fucking
Yeah, they have a contract with Jordan, huh?
and Tiger, I believe.
So there are none, is what we're saying.
I
It's
don't
a
think
Hanes
so.
card, dude. I don't know. I'm looking for the auto card. If anything, I'll just throw the other ones away. But whatever.
Hey, if you are gonna throw them away, I'll pay your shipping to send them.
Yeah,
to
send
me.
them to Brandon so he can grade them. Come on.
All right, dude. I'll send them to you if if you get them graded.
Well,
Yeah, you get
tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'll pay the fee, and you can just send them right to them and get them graded.
I don't know. I just feel
As
like
long
that
as they
might
don't
be a
look
good
like shit.
move.
If they're,
It's gonna be him in his Hanes shirt, dude.
dude, I'm telling you.
What if there's a
you send them in-
basketball in the card though? What if he's like holding a basketball in the shirt?
I don't know. I gotta find. I didn't even find the display yet, so I gotta
Jimmy's
work
just
on that
hoping
part.
he's shirtless.
If you find
Why
them,
would he be shirtless? It's Hanes. They sell shirts and underwear. There's no way he'd be shirtless.
something
You know a
tells
lot
me he
about the
hasn't
market. I'm gonna assume you
kept
know more than I
in-
do, Jimmy.
Think this through. Think this through. Shit.
Well, speaking of through, I think we're through for tonight.
Thanks
Yeah.
everybody for watching. I guess we'll catch you next week. Hopefully less political. I guess that was a good rabbit hole. But yeah, thanks again, guys.
Yeah.
Later.